I did actually forget to film an intro yesterday. So basically I'm just going to be vlogging my day, really casual. And like I've been saying in all my recent videos, it is very helpful if you're able to watch this all the way through and leave a comment. I really appreciate it. So let's just get into it. So to start off my day today, I did decide to clean out my Levoit humidifiers. I do have 2 of them running at the moment, trying to keep the humidity up a little bit more in this house. It's been a little bit rough, but anyway, first I just take apart all of the pieces and I rinse them off under very, very hot water, and then I'll kind of wipe them down with an antibacterial soap. I do this every week or so. I probably should do it more, especially because I am using tap water in my humidifier, but then I just kind of shake out any of the buildup. You can see there's quite a bit in there. It's that flaky yellowy looking stuff, really gross, and I'll spray it out. You just have to make sure that you don't get water in that little spigot thing that pokes out, but as long as you're careful with that, this works really well. The stuff usually comes out pretty easily. And then I'll just go in with a paper towel or clean cloth or some sort and wipe everything out for good measure. And then I will also use a dry one once I've wiped it all out to dry up any of the excess moisture down there. And here is a new filter versus an old used filter. So you do have to change these every once in a while. I do it probably every couple of months or so. Again, I should probably do it more frequently, but it is what it is. This is how I've been doing it, and it's been working just fine. Then, of course, just go ahead, put them all back together, and fill up your tank with water. Distilled water is best, but I use tap water. And then go ahead and run your machine like normal. First thing in the morning while the baby's just kind of waking up, or Ryan is watching him. Ryan actually had to run to the grocery store. So it's just me and the baby right now. Dogs are outside. I will go ahead and do some light cleaning. So vacuuming, wiping down surfaces, tidying, things like that. So I try to do this every day, if not every other day. Doesn't always happen. Too many pillows. Hi, baby boy. What do you think? What do you think? Why are you crying, my sweetie? I love his little coos. He's responding to things, which is really fun, and getting a little personality. The cutest little personality. Yeah. Oh, big yawn. Let's do your little exercises. He loves it. You love it, don't you? Are you hungry now? Baby's sick. We don't have a thermometer for him, and they're not available anywhere. Any store Ryan's gone to, he hasn't been able to get one. So my parents are going to run over and drop off a thermometer, which is very nice. So that's what's going on. My baby's college fund. Thanks. Another necessity that we couldn't find anywhere. Thanks. Thermometer, necessary. And there's my mom. Already with the baby.
He's asleep.
That's good. Do you care to be in it? And this is Parker. I don't know if you guys have met Parker. Your hair looks pretty good. I cut his hair.
It's lopsided.
Really?
People tell me when I snap them.
I'm sorry.
That's just your head.
Yeah.
Comb your hair.
I'm sorry. I did my best.
I told you I don't care.
Okay. Aw.
No, I was telling Steph, I'm at the point that I don't want to do stuff anymore.
I know, that's what really sucks.
I've done it my whole life, and I don't want to.
So I'm about to repot some plants, but I need to find pots for them. So the plants I'm going to be repotting today are ones that I had imported from Indonesia. I've just had them acclimating in Sphagnum Moss. That's really easy for me to manage. And they are now ready to go into soil and actual pots. They've just been in like glass jars and things. Oh, what pots do I want to use? I need to find some good ones, but here is the state of our garage because we aren't moved in yet. Well, I mean, we're moved in, but this is just all our extra crap we probably don't need, but we have. Okay, and all my pots are just in totes like this. So I have to dig through them to find what I want. Oh gosh. Lately I've been going more for like terracotta and then these kind of colored pots. I just like the way they look lately. Normally I would go for like colorful ones, but this is what I'm sticking with right now. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a whole bunch and bring them in, and then I can pick and choose in there. Like I'll try the actual plant inside of the pot. Our indoor yard needs the work. Our outdoor yard is non-existent.
It looks a lot better.
Yeah. It doesn't just look like a big mud pit now. It looks like it's going to be a yard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pot some stuff, so be quiet. Do you want to be in the vlog?
Cajun fries, not really. I don't want to be in it right now.
But you're my family. So now I'm gonna repot some plants. I have some around here that need potted, but I don't know, we'll see what I get to. I probably won't pot all of them. So the mix I'm using now, I'll do a full video on this, but right now I'm using cocoa coir. How do you pronounce C-O-I-R, Ryan?
C-O-I-R?
Yeah, queer, coir.
I have no idea.
Cocoa coir, I think. And also cocoa husk. There's some pumice in here and charcoal in here, horticultural charcoal in here as well. So in my last video, I was using peat moss. I'll get into it when I do my new soil video, but I found out that that's actually very unsustainable. So we've made the switch. And my plants seem to really like this mix. Cocoa coir and cocoa husk both come in like bricks, and you have to moisten it, and then the bricks expand. Don't be alarmed if you order it and it comes in just like a solid brick. You have to get it wet and then it'll come apart. I want to repot this Aglaonema pictum tricolor. This guy is a little droopy and sad, so I think it's time. Yeah, and the roots have grown quite a bit since I got it. That's good. Yeah, that'll be cute. Fill her in. And I'm just gonna water them in with this water mixed with some newt plant food. I haven't been using newt for too long, but so far so good. And I am just potting them on this. I think this is, you put like by the door to put wet shoes on so they don't ruin your floors. But yeah, this is a very, very well draining mix. But what I like about it is the cocoa husk, like it comes with these little chunks in it, and they will retain the moisture. So it is airy, but it'll still be able to absorb that moisture. It's not going to over dry, if that makes sense. You can adjust your mix depending on your watering tendencies. If you're an overwaterer, add more of the pumice, charcoal, and the husk pieces. And if you're an underwaterer, then don't add as much of that because then it won't dry out as quick. And the next plant is the Cercestus mirabilis. This guy's kind of sad. I don't know why. It's been sad ever since we moved. I just haven't quite figured out the lighting here yet, but, ooh yeah, that's a rotten root. So I stuck it in water and I don't know if it really liked that. Some of the roots look really, really good though, so I don't know. We'll see what happens when I put it into new soil. I'm just going to pull off the bad roots so it doesn't spread. This guy is also going to go into a terracotta like that. Up is my Monstera siltepecana, and the way I know this needs repotted is look, those roots are popping out of the bottom there, and it's kind of wilty because I'm having a hard time keeping it watered enough. So that's a surefire sign you need to get them moved to something bigger. Oh, much better. It'll be so much happier in this pot, look. Another handy thing about using the Istapot is you can just put all your supplies in it and carry it all at once. So you don't have to make 1,000 trips, which is nice. There we go. I didn't end up potting as much as I thought. Oh well. What? Don't look at me.
Just waiting for you to say, it was an accident.
Let me show you something cute. The cat loves this minky. Oh, she's always on it and she blends in. So I've been almost sitting on her and crushing her ever since she found it. Oh, baby. I don't know if this is weird. I'm actually pumping right now. It's probably super weird, but you know what? It is a day in my life. I'm being honest. So normally by now, I would either be going for a run or taking my dogs out on a walk, but I don't feel very good yesterday. On my run yesterday, I had a weird pain in my midsection that I haven't had. I actually haven't even been cleared by my doctor yet, so I'm going to take today off, which kind of sucks. I literally haven't gone outside at all and it's beautiful, so kind of sucks. It's just boring lately, you know? Beebe's awake. Yeah, my cute boy. He looks more and more like Ryan every day. It's crazy. And this is my view right now. So pretty. Look how minty, gosh, I don't even know if you can tell how minty this new leaf is on my philodendron mint Florida something. Ghost maybe, I don't know. And it's getting a new leaf there. That is so light. I love it. I wish the leaf looked like this shape, but hey, I will take it. I will take it. Okay, first I sat down to tell you about a little something, but I'm distracted by the mountains. Look, they're so pretty right now, especially right now. Wow. Oh my god. I just wanted to tell you guys about a little something. So I don't want to dwell on the whole quarantine, social distancing thing, because I know it's weighing heavily on a lot of people's minds and it is on mine as well. But I do have something I really want to show you that I think would help a lot of people, especially those of you with children, with small kids or multiple kids especially. So my dad works for this company called Learning Wrap-Ups. I think a lot of you know my dad from back in the day when we used to film videos together all the time. So the people that actually own Learning Wrap-Ups were my neighbors growing up. I was best friends with one of the daughters. And I used to play with them as a kid, and I do have a lot of really fond memories playing with these. We used to race each other and see who could finish them first. This is especially cool because while I was playing with these with my siblings, racing them, I was actually learning things. Okay, so I guess first I should say these are the two products in particular I'm gonna tell you about that I think would be really awesome to get through this quarantine, this whole situation we have going on with your kids. What I think is really awesome about these is they're educational and they're hands-on. So it's not just something where your kid's staring at a screen. And then not only that, but they are self-correcting. So you don't have to sit there and hover over your kid. If you're busy doing something, you can do the dishes while they're playing their little educational fun games. So that's a little added bonus if you ask me. They do have some very informative videos on their YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/learningwrapupsinc. I will link that in the description box and also pin it at the top of the comments if you want to go check some of those out. And the whole point of this is, since we are all going through this difficult time together right now, they are going to offer a few things to you. It's very, very nice of them to offer. First, they're going to be offering all my subscribers 15% off your order at learningwrapupsforhome.com. So to get that 15% off, you'll just have to use the code HarleyG when you're checking out. And they are offering a learning palette online for free for 30 days. You don't even have to put in your credit card information. It's not like some weird thing where you have to put in your information and it'll bill you later. 100% free for 30 days, just to help people, especially you guys, my subscribers, get through the next 30 days with your children at home. And I do want to say on their learning palette, my dad and I were actually playing with this the other day. This is actually really, really fun. You can buy different kits based on what grade your child is in. So right here I have the level 1, so first grade kit. Highly, highly recommend. So it just comes like this, all wrapped up, and you just unwrap it. Then you pull the first one out like so. Here is +1. So you start here, it has a little start section. Then you wrap it here, you'll go 3 + 1, and then wrap it to the correct answer. Then you'll wrap it back to the second, you'll go 6 + 1, the answer is 7, and you will just continue wrapping like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and really quick do this. Okay, and then once you have it all the way wrapped, there's a little notch, you put it in there, and this is where the self-correcting thing comes in. You flip it over, and there are little lines back here. Let's see the lighting, there's kind of a glare. I don't know if you can see, there's like bumps that guide you and tell you where the string is meant to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and mess up a couple of these at the bottom, just so you can see like what it'll look like. They won't line up perfectly if your child has answered them wrong. There are instructions right here, but what you do is you take one of these little cards and you put it on here. So take all these off actually. So right here are the instructions. This says match the present tense to the past tense verbs. And you look in the center here, we'll start at the top. So this tells you which piece to pick up. So the word is bring, the answer is brought. So you'll put the matching piece where the correct answer is, if that makes sense. I have all of my answers down now. You can see. And then what your kid will do to check the answers, or you, this is honestly really fun, but you flip it over, put it right back where it was. There are these things to line them upright, and it'll tell you if the answer is correct. So if any of these things around the edges don't match, that's how you know the answer is wrong. So that's how this thing works. There are so many different these things that they can do, and all of these are more of those in different categories of the games, the game board things. So yeah, it's a really cool kit. Honestly, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Really cool product. It's also really cool. My dad works for them and they are like family friend, I guess. So yeah, they're really good company. Your kids will love it. So that is it. I will see you in my next one. Bye.